Hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing well today. If this is your first time checking in with me, I just want to say thank you. I'm so happy that you're here. And I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I just love having you here and I appreciate your presence more than you'll ever know. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a question that has come to me a few different times. Can I travel with my children or my child? And I just want to reassure all of you parents that yes, you can. Even long term, slow travel, fast travel is a little bit more difficult, requires a whole lot more planning because things can go, a little bit more wrong when you have, a little one with you. Um, that they could get sick, or just not do well in that type of environment or whatever, like it's too hot or too cold or something like that. But I just wanted to assure you that I have met many parents along the way. And when I say parents, not just parents of young children, I've met some with babies, I've met some with toddlers, I've met some with school age kids that they were homeschooling, and I've also seen parents with um, their teen or almost adult children with them. So, yes, it is absolutely possible for you to do it. Is it a little more difficult to find activities that everybody is going to want to engage in? Absolutely. And we all know that most kids today don't want to be without their electronics. This is a big one. This is a real big one. So asking them to go to go dark for a week or 2 weeks, or God forbid, a month or two, might be a stretch. So, if indeed that's a big issue, assure them that there are places that they can go, cafes and public places where there is um, Wi-Fi available. Even if where you may be staying may not have fast internet like they used to, but they can keep in touch with their friends and whatnot. Hopefully, they would be having so much fun that they wouldn't really care. But being a realist, that's probably not the case. So, I think for the first few days or so, you're going to have you could have a sourpuss on your hands. So I would say prepare them in advance. I feel like if you let everybody know in advance what to expect, you're more likely to meet with less resistance. Once you get them there, you don't want to trick them. Oh, it's going to be great. It'll be wonderful. You'll be able to do all the things that you can do at home. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Just prepare them as best you can. Like let them know that yeah, this is going to be a little different. It's going to be a brand new adventure, and we're going to do what we can to in order to make sure you can have a little bit of screen time or a little bit of connectivity to your friends with a little bit of social media. I say that through my teeth because, but a little bit of on screen time. Okay, so yeah, that is quite possible. As far as preparations for where you stay, yeah, if you have children, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to find like a hostel to stay in because a lot of them have age requirements, and for good reason. For good reason. Sometimes they don't have staff on hand that can manage, kids running around the pool and, or they may have um, unsafe situations, or especially in a hostel where like there's dorms or whatever. Yeah, you might have a um, private room or something for you and your child, but the reality is if your child is colicky or something and is up all night crying, then that's gonna affect the kids. Or if your child is trying to rest and you're in an environment where it's kind of like a party hostel type situation, then yeah, that wouldn't work well. So, can you travel with your children? Absolutely. Do you have to do a little bit more preparation and kind of knowing what you're walking into in each place? That part, yes, for sure, for sure. But I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you because what I saw from those young people who were having these experiences in, immersed in other cultures, or, countries and languages, was that it was like their whole world was expanded, right? They were like able to say things that their parents couldn't say. They were able to, interact with the little children, the other children, even though they might have had a language barrier, far better. They adapt far better than adults do. Children adapt far better. Children are resilient and adaptable. That's what I want to say. Big up to the kids. Children are. Adults are much more rigid in having things, they got to have things the way that they're used to or whatever. So kids, I don't think kids are a hindrance to travel. I think it is an enhancement for them. It's a wonderful bonding experience for parents and kids. And I think that they'll get so much out of it. Imagine being able to come back and say, oh, I went to, Thailand on my summer break, or, I was in Europe, I visited 3 or 4 different, major cities while I was in Europe, on my break. A lot to tell, So I think it's an expansive proposition. Travel with your kids. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think travel for everybody I feel like it's the answer. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit, biased, just a smidge. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I'm telling you, travel has been my safe haven. Travel has helped me to get through transitions that, I thought for a minute were insurmountable. But travel helped me to be grounded, and it helped me to experience the world in a different way, and it has been wonderful. And I just want you to know that it will also be wonderful for your kids. So don't be afraid to do it. Don't hesitate. And if you have any questions, drop a comment. I'll be happy to answer. I'll be happy to answer. Now, I don't have the answer to everything, okay? I want to state for the record, I am not a travel agent. I'm not a travel agent. I don't know all the ins and outs about visas and, what you need to do if they're under a certain age or whatever. That I don't know, okay? But if you have some general questions about maybe, is it this particular type of an activity conducive to travel with family, for families or something, feel free to ask, okay? And I'll be more than happy to share what I know, okay? Thanks again for coming, and I hope you will come back. I have so many stories to tell, and I look forward to your questions. Please, please, please like this video, share this video, comment on this video. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Okay? Ciao for now.